flexibility and creativity. People having to enter a lot of text on phones, turns out you get more text on Scribbles than you do on, say, like Clifford, right? And the more text you have to enter on a phone, the more it actually overall slows things down, even if people aren't used to writing in chicken scratch. So we're keeping it going that way.
Because I remember IndieFurCon, I think.
Yeah.
Digital, that was a disaster.
Is that, did I go to that?
No.
Which one did I go to about?
I mean, I've had a disaster at BLFC for the digital as well. Are you here for Scribbles and Bits?
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Yeah, well, that's
Scribbles and I'm here for kibbles and bits, damn it.
Well, you can draw some
Scooby's-
kibbles. That's not going to help you for this game, however. Please tell me there's a VGA cable. There's not. But I'm going to go get one. Wait, is there one in this box? Nope. Heaven forbid the cable I want is not where it
what
should
happens
be.
when you kazoo through 5 kazoos at once?
Nothing, it sounds the same.
No, if you actually seal them off really well and then you plug the different holes, you start hitting different tones based on how close it is. But you really have to seal
I
them.
got
What an obnoxious instrument.
Imagine trying to like.
At least it's not a vuvuzela.
One of the kids.
Well, that's just
line.
one.
That's called a didgeridoo.
Why are they everywhere?
You know what? I don't know whose mouth that was on, so.
Show us how it sounds.
The furry quote of the day.
What?
Stop following us.
Cranberry.
Are you going to leave her alone in this one?
Yay, I found things with this
I'm a
panel.
stalker.
I gotta find a VGA cable.
Ah, you and your computer. You could just use mine, can't you? Okay, don't.
Hi friends, I'm New Dragger.
Well,
You're significantly more tolerable. Awesome.
Welcome to Monkey Knife Fights.
oh, okay.
I just came from there.
So for those of you
this is
that
the
know
kids'
what's-
version.
yeah. For those of you that actually know what's going on.
I do.
Does anyone not know what this panel is? Because I won't actually.
I don't know.
Okay, cool.
It's only the bestest panel ever.
It is one of my favorite panels. So we're gonna write a story as a community, and so
Oh, we got
we have a
it.
smaller group, but so basically it'd be like half the room at a time or so. Basically, the story starts. It's dark and stormy night, or I don't know. If we have a better line, maybe we start with something else because we are at a casino. But whatever. We start with the feeder line, like it's a dark and stormy night, and then
black fled across the desert and the gunslinger followed.
The pungent fumes of
That's
the
too much,
grotesque
actually.
furry suit.
whatever.
Come on, it's the best opener.
Fine, Fur. You can take over the panel. It's yours.
What?
It was the best of times. It was the worst of times.
That is actually a very interesting starting line. I think we use that.
Yay!
You're hired.
I helped.
Dragger's fired.
All right, I'm leaving now.
So let me actually explain how this works. You're going to write what you think should be the next line, or however you want to continue the story. It does not have to be a complete sentence. You can leave it off, but your job is to write a continuation of the story. Really no more than like a sentence or two, and everyone will submit their answers, and I'll read them off, and then we'll vote for which one we want to have actually be part of the story. We'll add it to the story. We'll show what the story currently is, and we'll repeat this until we write a story. Does it make sense? All right, cool. So I have a whole bunch of pens that I stole from Mops. Well, we'll hope we get those back. If you would, all you can do is like basically write your answer and rip a piece off. So go ahead and grab paper, and I have a bunch of pens. Take a sheet.
This one is analog.
Absolutely.
So no, you can't log in 8,000 times. You can do that Sunday, however, because
Yeah, for now I just need one.
Learn to sanitize your inputs, month.
I have not had time to develop anything. It's the same crappy code base I made in a weekend. That I even pulled that off in a weekend, though. I'm pretty
If you
proud of
have a
myself because
pen-
I'd never used any of those frameworks before.
I mean, to be fair, you can say that about this convention.
Basically, yeah.
Sure.
We've actually had a lot of policy updates this year. It's worked to our favor.
Yeah.
We learned that the things that other people do, they usually do for reasons.
I have my own pen if you
Okay,
need
that's
to give
perfect.
shorted, yeah.
What?
Oh, yeah. If your
We're
pen
admitting
somehow
we don't
doesn't
know
work,
everything.
we'll find another pen.
I've got some extra.
No, but you used to admit that and just be proud of it.
Well,
No, we're shameful now.
If you need more paper,
We're at
I
that
have plenty more.
stage of age.
Oh shit! I've got to start another convention now because this one's getting too old and gentrified.
What did you do?
I made my own sweet and sour.
Oh, that's right. What else is in this?
Amarano.
And
It's just Amarano sour.
It's
Are you just gonna
a
play
beverage
Doom in this
that
thing?
you
What
can
truck,
drink.
maybe?
It's fine.
Driver, I
dude.
was hoping you could explain something.
I
to
actually
me.
do not.
What?
have-
Blood holes?
No. Stop with the blood.
Oh yeah, I forgot
Stop
that.
tainting the audience.
Oh, that was gross.
Already paid.
All right.
So once he's set up,
don't know the process.
There you go.
this is not questions only. I wasn't just asking if it's not plugged in. Is that on? There we go.
All right. Well, I can read stuff from what we've done before. What was the last event? MFF?
Yeah.
The last one
because
was MFF, yes.
That was something.
Unless you did a different one.
This is going to be incomprehensible,
Hey, you have to turn it on.
Yeah,
but
turn it on,
I'm
Jared.
willing to try.
This one is great because it sounds like metal's grinding.
This is horrible.
Oh my god.
Okay. What do we have?
Hey, you're up.
Barely.
Yeah, you gotta hit the source button.
Alright.
Well, he's not even plugged in.
Oh, you gotta plug it in.
Shut up, Fur.
So I was in an art class once, and they showed us a bunch of slides, and I swear it's the exact same noise the slide thing made.
Did they say shut up, Fur?
Dude, that's just a universal constant.
I never actually tried to do that.
Is that an alcoholic?
Nope.
Nope.
Yay!
I still haven't tried it. I love that. Look at that.
Oh,
That is awesome.
Oh, it looks like a sheep.
That is sickeningly sweet. That is delicious, and that is vile.
I don't know why any of you would be thinking that.
That
we
needs
need
way
a
more hard
cosplay
liquor.
contest at the con.
It's just cheap. Yeah.
And this guy will win every year.
Oh, I got more pens.
Okay,
It's a sheep. and
Should I-
wolf's
should I read
clothing.
off?
It's in sheep's
No,
clothing.
it's just a sheep.
Your call.
did you explain the concept?
Just
Yes.
an ordinary sheep.
Do you want me to
It's a
read it
sheep
off?
in
That's how it's
sheep's clothing.
supposed to happen.
If you would like to.
All right.
Yeah.
No one can see what you're doing, though.
Huh?
Did we not signal? Keep doing what you're doing. I'll find the right source eventually.
No, I might not have pressed the.
No, we're on HDMI right now.
No, we want.
You didn't press the projector
You're
button?
trying VGA? I found a
I
menu.
am
We're
VGA.
never going to have this work ever again.
Turn off the front lights here.
Yeah, I was just gonna ask the same thing. Can I take a picture?
Oh, you turned off the side lights.
Is this the OK button? No.
You're doing great. Go for it.
Nope. You turned off that light bulb now.
So this says hit OK. There's no OK on this. Oh, there definitely
that was
is
cool.
no OK
Thank
on
you.
this.
Wait, here, I can help. Because I had to deal with this thing during my panel. Because, you know, you guys stuck me in here.
Maybe.
Oh. You want a thing?
No, we
We
got
got a
it.
question.
Oh. What's the question?
We so didn't pay attention to what word you said. What are we supposed to do?
Oh, we're Drager's trying to read a story off and Fur's trying to fix the projector. Yay! Where's the OK button?
It's the source button.
This is.
No, it's not.
I have a master's degree, okay? It took me a while.
We're gonna. So for those who just came in while Drager's figuring this out, well, yeah. So you're writing the next line in the story, and we're gonna vote as to which
This
line
doesn't
does
look
it
like
best.
shit.
Oprah lounged upon
I'm sorry.
Once we do around, it'll make perfect sense. I promise.
That'd be easier.
Oh my god, this is brilliant.
Executing sword. That makes me.
Oh, whoa. That's the one thing.
Here's extra paper and pens.
Alkali stairs.
If anyone else needs it.
Oh, we're not mirrored? Let's see if we can make
Ice cream's eyes.
Baby, you're my mirror. Whoa, whoa. Oh.
Free nation attacks. I don't know. Firebenders.
It's like a weird brochure whispered down the alley. Except it's not. I don't know.
Doom.
Oh no, I remember what this one is now.
Yeah, this one's weird.
I see. It's not real.
Okay, so-
remember it.
Everyone knows how this panel works?
Yep.
Here's what happened the last time we assembled a group of people to do this. Your challenge is to be better.
Well, it's automatically out with me in the room.
Oh, okay. Well, we're gonna have fun anyway. It was a dark and stormy night when the furry nation attacked. Da da da! Oprah lounged upon her throne, observing the chaos from behind the eyes of her fursuit, swirling the wine in her glass. Awoo, ... Her servant knelt before her and said, "My queen, the fortress of Hyatt has fallen. What is your next wish?" "Only the hungry." Wait, what is your next wish? "Only the curious warbling of the llamas could be heard above her proclamation. Oprah hungry! Bring me Dragoris crevices." By the way, if you misspell or write things incorrectly, we don't correct them. Dragor pops out of nowhere. That's misspelled! Before anyone could sate Oprah's endless hunger, a massive Mr. Rogers mecha burst through the nearby wall, wielding good manners. It's time you were taken to the land of make-believe, Oprah fiend. Executing sweater.exe. The sweater comes to life. Kill the she-wolf. Yeah, that was a really weird line, that one. The program confuses Oprah for Shakira. Oh, what's this? Yeah, I did the little text emoji. I really did not like that person. Cackled Oprah, deploying a catter of Murray Purry furries to snuggle, fuzzle, and cuddle the Mr. Rogers mecha into oblivion. Then we got a center
screen wipe.
Alkali stares in disgust.
Another center screen wipe.
Dragor appears in a smoking jacket, sitting in a library on a regal chair. A fire cackles. "Hi, I'm Dragor. Stop discussing me." Oprah takes off her fursuit head and smiles. "Look under your chairs," she says excitedly. "Bees! Everybody gets bees!" I spat on my screen. I am not happy.
That's not in the script.
The moral of the story: Crevices is a serious condition. If you or a loved one exhibits the symptoms of hallucination, delusions of grandeur, ramblings of celebrity encounters, or excessive bleeding, seek professional help. And for some reason, people felt...
It was not a charity panel,
It
but
wasn't.
they loved that story so much it became one.
Yeah, they're like, "No, we have to offset this with some good in the world." So then they donated money to the charity and said, "Please don't do this again." So here we are.
I should note at one point we actually will wrap up the story, and the final submission is the story's over. What is the moral of the story? That's the bonus points one. If you win that one, there's really not winning this panel. We all win and we all lose at the same time.
Yeah, basically.
It's an experience. It's a millennial thing. It's all about experiences now.
You state our challenge is to be better than that story, but
Yes, that is the stated challenge,
can
please.
anything really be better than that?
I
easily.
have an entire folder of these things.
You think that's the starting line.
Oh,
But
we're
no,
doing
it's
something
not.
different.
Fur, would you like to repeat your line?
Oh, it was the best of times, it was the worst of times.
Alright, is there punctuation in this?
No, you heard the inflections in my voice.
Yeah, alright, we're doing this. So that. Oh, that looks like ass.
I can't even read.
Can we get that light off too? Oh, I'm gonna have to read text. Why did they give me, at my own friggin' con, the worst projector?
I thought we burned that one in the fire.
Yeah, me too. Oh, we're gonna office space this shit after this.
Can we
con.
please? I want to take a bat to something before this convention is
Zoom it in or
over.
something?
Oh! Can we call that projector Nikki?
Can we please? Can we do it at closing?
Let's go bad on Joe Pesci.
I listen to them talking.
What is going on?
Fur!
I pressed the wrong. I wanted to turn on the lights.
So,
They have a music button.
if you're on this side of the room, write something to continue. It was the best of times. It was the worst of times. You can have it like end the sentence and sort of new sentence, or you can just continue that sentence.
One word?
No. Like write a sentence or two. If you've gone a paragraph and it takes 5 minutes to write this, you've gone too far. But a sentence, but my point is, it doesn't have to be a complete sentence. It could be a fragment.
Iggy, you should throw in for this first one.
Yeah.
Really? Well, I would need a pen and paper to do that. There's a pen over here.
There you go.
Oh my god.
Oh, thank you, Fur. Thank you.
What?
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. You got a couple more players. You got pens?
Oh, no.
Yeah, it does.
You got
I don't have more
pens?
pens.
I can get more pens.
Yes, I was going to say right across.
Slurpee.
Right across on ops, they have a Sharpie drawer, and that's what I stole from.
The pens must be returned.
I'll go get you more.
No, I'm just saying, Iggy took Ops pens. If he doesn't return them, he'll die.
Oh, sweet.
Oh,
This one says property
yeah,
of the
those pens. Those ones, they're
sheriff.
the lowest bidder pen that's busted.
Oh no, we got a pen?
I'll get you more.
Those do explode.
What? The exploding device? The not exploding device ones?
Some of them. I have ones from from the old, I think the old MFF hotel, they all, or old IFC hotel, they all exploded. I stole like 20 of them. They're all terrible. They will
You know
hurt
what
someone.
doesn't need to be on right now? Wi-Fi.
You will be reading these sentences out loud, right?
Yes.
Yes, I'm going to
It was
read
the best
story.
of times. It was the worst of times.
Okay, good, because I'm blind.
Oh.
Do you drive by echolocation?
Yes, I do. If I could drive, I would.
By the way, that hat can't be turned upside down. Found that out the hard way. My hat.
I know, do not turn it upside down.
Oh.
I already knew that.
Oh,
Did you
I-
not know that and tried?
Correct.
That's a mistake.
Yeah, it was. I can't believe I didn't break anything on it, honestly. The whole rim and a bunch of the decorations all came flying off.
But if all the accomplish, they just keep it as is.
And how it was made.
I'm going to grab them. If you want to bring them up, you can. Absolutely. Right here. It's dark. It's right here. If you need more paper, there's paper. Yeah. If you need a handful, take it. All right. But yeah, if you're done, I should be coming around and grabbing those.
Where's Fur?
Fur went across the hall.
Oh, because here's his keep talking stuff, so we might be able to write on this.
Were you asking for permission?
I don't know, it says keep talking and nobody explodes, V1.
All right, girls, just fold it in half and just give it to me.
Are there any bomb defusal instructions?
I guess they're still folding it in half when it's all in Sharpie. It's okay. Because whoever wins, they get to play. They get to play. No. If you're writing things that need to remain anonymous, you're playing this game horrifically wrong.
Oh, am I supposed to tear pieces? Just don't show
Did
up.
you write like a greeting card on there?
No, I didn't know I was supposed to tear pieces off. I thought
Yeah,
I
you don't want to go through a sheet of paper each.
Okay.
Each answer. All right.
Think of the trees. Yeah. Gotta get rid of those trees.
I am.
Oh, that's fine.
I speak for the bees.
Not what I meant.
No, that's fine. Well, I mean, what we can do is, I mean, like, if you basically, if you like play every other round, that's probably fine. Otherwise, we have like 40 submissions, and you just see what will happen is there's going to be a few clear winners.
Yeah.
This is the nicest folding. I remember in school you had hot dog folding and hamburger folding. Hot dog style, and hamburger style.
Okay.
Well, you fold it long ways and short ways. Those are the
Oh,
ways.
there you go. Okay.
Hey, Drag.
Am I gonna be unhappy?
I don't know. You're going to read these though. There's a lot of them. Have fun.
What?
It was the best of times. It was the worst of times.
When I found out my parents are aliens and they want to assemble the tree people for a special announcement.
All right. So keep in mind the one you like best. We're gonna vote. And I'm gonna go back quickly, like very quickly through them.
Okay, you don't have to write what's already up there. Asterisk. So I'm still gonna do it anyway. It was the best of times. It was the worst of times. It was the best of times. It was the worst of times. It was my first Fursquared. Aww.
I'm sorry.
No, don't be.
That's a good answer.
No, it was the best of times. It was the worst of times. No, I lied. It was just the worst of times.
Oh, I could be paired with mine.
Well, you're what? Awake? Trying to cross the border? I think that's what that is. The panel seemed to be going nowhere. Frowny face with angry eyebrows. I like that. That's good. The furries began their plan to take over the world. Look, see, you can read this better than I can. My eyes
Good
are
luck
not.
with that one.
Congrats, promoted.
Yeah, sorry. If we butcher something, we're sorry.
It was the best of times, it was the worst of times, and Danny DeVito remained unconscious in his bath of pudding. That's a very specific celebrity call-out.
Something left furries after sealing the most. Who's this? Just tell us what it is.
Yeah, God left furries after seeing the most infamous furry image.
There you go.
Is the hand that is injured your primary writing hand?
Yes.
That is amazing.
Very very
It
unfortunate.
was the best of times, it was the worst of times, said the congoer in the front row at the charity auction. Alright, you do the vote thing,
All right.
and then I'm gonna type a thing.
Who votes for Found Out My Parents Are Aliens? Who votes for it was my first Fursquared. You're awake trying to cross the border? Alright. It was no, I lied, it was just the worst of times. That's a good one, I know. The panel seemed to be going nowhere. Mad face. That's currently the leader. Furries began their plan to take over the world. Danny DeVito. Oh boy. What was this one again? The image?
The cursed furry image.
The cursed furry image.
Yeah.
Didn't like that one. Said the condor in the front row of the charity auction. At the charity auction.
Which one won?
One that had 4. What was that? Plan to take, no, it was panel seemed to be going nowhere. Yes!
No.
Oh dear. Alright. So,
All right,
it was
so-
the best of times, the worst times, panel seemed to be going nowhere. Are you putting a period there? After best of times, the worst of times?
Was I supposed
Do you
to?
have a capital T? Or are you just writing what was there?
Just
Never
writing
mind.
what was there.
That's
I don't
fine.
know if it was you tell me.
That's
Did this
fine, that
open-
is what was there, you're fine.
Grammatically correct.
The panels seem to be going nowhere. Yeah.
Wait, did you, like, for this one that we voted on, did you mean that side of the one?
Yes, I did. If you didn't write in the last one, write something to continue the story.
Yes. So now
Basically, you want to write like every other one.
Yeah.
That was the idea. I got like 10 answers. Yes.
So now the story is: it was the best of times, it was the worst of times. The panel seemed to be going nowhere. Angry eyebrows, frowny face. So now we're gonna go with the next line. Sometimes it'll just be a short thing. Sometimes some of you like to write novels, and sometimes those win, and I have to type a lot very quickly.
I have more paper up here. Share the pens if you just came in. But yeah, if we get like 5 or 6 answers per round, we're good. I'm moving this chair out of the way before someone gets hurt, namely me.
Right. Sentence.
I'll take it. I can rip it for you.
I love that.
I think it's the greatest. It's the greatest suit I've seen. I like that we're folding Sharpie in half. I find that really funny. It's a secret. It's a secret. All right. Anyone else got one? I got one for it.
Pretty small one. It's only 2
I'm
words.
worried.
No, these pens aren't working.
Maybe also need to follow up the sentence that I wrote.
Sometimes you just gotta take a left turn.
I still gotta wait to see something else.
That might happen as well.
One more right. Got a couple right still.
I'll just.
Did you have one? Just want to tell us?
Yeah, I'll just.
That works. Good. Now you have like 2 failing pens. This is to remember.
Yes.
So that I have one for you.
Yes. That'll be the strategy.
All right. Since it's on your mind, what's yours?
I need a drink because I'm bored of this panel already.
Need a All right. So remember, if you like one, remember which one it was. On the great.
Oh, we got more writing utensils.
The great winter Geddon of 2019 continued to blow. How about we sing Frozen songs? Asked Iggy. Well, I know where this is headed. I'm bald, capital B.
Oh boy, it begins.
As the rain fell against the window. Then Fur figured out the projector. Oh no. Oh no. Alkali was something the charity auction. Read this. The plus is throwing me out.
Alkali was T-posing, looming over the charity auction in disgust, Frowny face.
Exclamation point.
Exclamation point.
All right.
I'd like to point out, every time I go suiting, people are like, oh, T-pose! And then I do it. And they're like, ah. And then I just keep chasing people doing it.
Oh my god, that's the best.
Who votes for the broken arm? That's
The broken arm!
I've actually done that. I learned to write with my left hand because it was a very long time before I could write. Wintergeddon 2019. Let's sing Frozen songs. I'm bald. All right, we got a couple for that. Rain fell against the window. All right. Fur figured out the projector. You're voting, so I'm voting too. Alkali was T-posing, looming over the cherry auction. Oh no. Am I out of things to vote for?
Then Fur
Fur won?
Yeah.
Why do you need that?
Wait for me, I got
I want to.
Oh, it's lowercase. Cool.
We're metagaming this panel so hard right now.
It's okay, it didn't end with a period. And now I'm going to start writing.
Alright, so if you have, go ahead and write. I know we had a whole bunch go on the first one. If you have something, I'm going to give you like a minute to write. And hopefully I get like once I get like 5 or 6 responses, I'm going to take them and count them up. So if you got something, go for it. And just try not to go every single round, basically. So yeah, it was the best of times, it was the worst of times. The panel seemed to be going nowhere. Then Fur figured out the projector. When we say figured out, it's still really small. I really want to go Office Space on the projector. Too hard.
Good, right on the projector, like what the projector name is.
We're going to give the projector a name. Before we destroy it, we're going to give it a name.
Got a Sharpie.
Yeah, if you don't have a pen or pencil or whatever, we have a handful up here now. Does anyone need one? Cool. I'm going to eat this.
Fuck off.
That was our one driver.
Oh, this is all ages, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
Oops.
Well
Fudge
done.
off.
Heck
I
off.
don't care.
Just say heck off. It's fine. Everything's fine.
Heck off.
I mean, I've heard my dad say worse.
Alright, well, yeah. I mean, no one's going to argue that.
You hear worse in middle school.
I mean,
Oh,
I'm
I have
sure.
been in a high school in the last month, and I can tell you things have changed. And also are exactly the same.
Once you get to high school, the language barrier just drops. There's no filter.
Why are there balloons in here?
I think it was from the last one.
Alright.
Yeah, but there's
Anyone
helium.
I'll get yours.
Oh my god. No fair.
Alright, I'm going to take the vote here.
We got one, Taryn.
Oh, I got a whole bunch.
Who here got to see Saturday morning cartoons this morning? What'd you think?
I got yours. I got yours.
Xander's demented, isn't he?
I want that to be for the morals.
Xander's one of my best friends
Oh,
because he's
you
as
can
messed up as I am.
save this for later. We do the moral at the end.
I know, but I'm gonna leave.
Oh!
So
I got you.
put that in at the end.
I got you. I understand exactly what you're doing. Thank you.
I got one.
Okay.
Should have brought a typewriter. I'm so
What?
slow.
Did you just give me another answer?
I gave him his.
Oh, okay.
Just keep giving
There are
answers.
way too many answers for one round. Here's a bunch.
It's the first time I've actually gotten one up there.
Okay, Iggy, you need to redistribute when people write.
Yeah, we need to redo that. We're redoing it after this round. Sorry, we can't handle that. There's too many.
Or we can just do them back to back. Like, I'll just randomize them.
That's
It'll,
gonna be problematic.
it'll be silly. You say that.
It's gonna. Do you really want to do? I don't want to do that.
Okay, fine. It is your panel. Alright, then Fur figured out the projector.
You're good.
This is one that I
People are writing
Wait,
answers
there's
for the
more.
next round.
Oh.
come up. This
No.
is what I couldn't
Um,
finish writing. Well, mine words.
This is the hidden moral. It will not be revealed till the end of the panel.
No.
Okay.
We're stuck with I'm angry. Then Fur figured out the projector, comma, even though the instructions were written in Malaysian. Is Malaysian even a language?
Yes.
Oh.
Yes.
I
I watched a lot of cricket. We're good.
This, of course, did not sit well with this ancient gods of aging technology. And how? After the cow studied the Rorschach, he decided to head
North.
north.
However, the projector gained a mind of its own and said OWO in air quotes.
However, plugging it in cut the power to.
Sentence left, continuing. It opened up a low-resolution portal to the abyss and summoned.
Was about to start on fire! Exclamation point! Oh no! Exclamation point! Did we get another I'm bald? You submit this like I don't know.
So it wasn't go.
After minimizing E621, Fur began the presentation.
Alright.
Fur doesn't go to E621, he goes to Party City.
Cow studied, go north. No. This, of course, did not sit with the ancient god of aging technology. Okay, got a handful. Comma, even though the instructions were written in Malaysian. I like that one. Was about to start on fire, oh no. However, plugging it in cut the power too. Okay, got that one. It opened up a new low-resolution portal to the abyss, and some. I think that it's headroom. That's your winner.
Yay! I got one.
How does that determine who
Wait,
writes?
no, it doesn't. I only like a
Okay, we're gonna fix this. Since I had this side mostly started in the first round, we're gonna say this side this round, then this side next round, and just alternate.
Okay.
If you have a burning one that you think is so good, yes, I'll take it, but I don't want to go through 15 of them each round.
Alright, it was the best of times, it was the worst of times. The panel seemed to be going nowhere. Angry eyebrows, frowny face. Then Fur figured out the projector. It opened up a low-resolution, I spelled that wrong, a low-resolution portal to the abyss and summoned...
Low-resolution portal to the abyss and summoned.
I wrote it right the first time, I just
You did.
transcribed it incorrectly.
Squeaking so hard. I am. It was a squeaker.
You got a real good one, or just prep for that.
Are you crop dusting back there?
Oh no.
You're amazing.
Goes, what if you written one that leads to a URL?
This is true.
Like a
It's a metagame that is forming around this game I enjoy so much.
up. Yep.
Send out.
Write out the URL. Why would you do that?
We put the exact same thing.
Well, that'll be easy to figure out then.
We might get a duplicate of this one. We'll see. We weren't.
Were you guys cheating?
No.
They had the same answer. They must be cheating. Assumptions.
What would they have to gain from cheating?
Yes.
Is it okay if I do a bad word but I star it essentially?
Sure.
Okay.
I trust. Why don't I just say I trust you?
Okay.
There we go.
That was the last word.
I just added.
Dragger already used our one. You best be careful.
I like fudge, I like fudge.
Sorry. Just, yep, you got it. That'll work. You are hilarious, and I love that answer. All right, I'm going to ask you what yours is in a second.
It must be a hero thing.
All right, we got a whole bunch. All right. So, what do you prefer to go by?
Pizza.
Pizza.
Yeah.
Okay, pizza. Did you have an answer?
Yes. And summoned Exodia, obliterating half the technology that is currently available to the staff.
All right. So we're just to read that sentence. Open up a low-resolution portal from the abyss and summoned
Danny Dorito Dorito in a hot pink morph suit with Dragor in arms, period, I'm bald, frowny face.
All right, so we have half technology and this.
He's mine.
And summoned a doppelganger of fur that was also a succubus.
This one is first doppelganger who the.
And summoned Squeakers, the furry cousin of Cthulhu. Squeak, squeak, mother asterisk asterisk curs.
Summoned the filthy animal.
Yeah, you're giving yourselves away there, buddy.
Well, that's not never mind. All right, that's all of them, I hope.
Okay, yeah, do the voting thing.
All right, who votes for filthy animal? Who votes for? Who votes for Danny Dorito? Okay, that's cool. Just a quick check. The fur doppelganger stuff. Did anyone want that one? Yes, I did like that answer. Squeak, the squeaker one. Oh, okay, Danny Dorito wins, but all of them got votes.
Wow, I wasn't even allowed to be first.
Okay, so this side of the room.
It was the best of times, it was the worst of times. The panel seemed to be going nowhere. Then Fur figured out the projector. It opened up a low-resolution portal to the abyss and summoned Danny Dorito in a hot pink morph suit with Dragoran arms. I'm bald. Bald. Frowny face.
I really do want to take it back.
I want
That
to
projector
murder
followed
this
me.
projector.
This followed me to multiple cons. I know the notes.
This thing is the bane of the Midwest. What did you do to deserve
A
that?
school projector is
Because it follows you.
It follows
And
me.
all right, look, at this point,
There are two things that follow me at cons, Jagger. Toilets that don't work and that projector.
I'm shocked how many times you have had to change rooms because there is critical plumbing issues in your
That's got
rooms.
better resolution.
I'm not making this up. It's very
Next
true.
time you need to bring a transparency projector. You
Right?
can Just write on that directly.
You win. You win. We need to find a transparency projector.
I will totally
Kicking it
go buy
old
one of
school.
those off of eBay.
We need to do this.
That was like.
Yeah, but then they're going to draw more.
Well, we could. I think you're missing it. We instead of us ever having to read stuff, we could just have them write it on the transparency, and then just put it up there.
True.
Or we could just do technology where we like.
We could do the entire show in pictures, and that's the story.
I was gonna say like email it.
That just hits you
Wait,
right about
wait.
there.
Someone just suggested we do an @con in-person play by email. Does anyone even know what that even means?
I played my hot seat last week by myself.
The sludge is good.
Well, then you don't have to worry about eligibility.
I think so. Go right in, but that's it.
Just do your best. You can figure it out, but I mean, it is what it is. If we really can't read it, and you really want it to be corrected, just let us know. You guys are doing fine. It's really hard to write with
Should
Sharpie.
be dangling participles.
By the way, Jagger.
Sorry.
Are you?
No.
Well, why would you say that?
This would be
Alright, anyone else?
I'm usually really sorry for being mobile after I hit my funny bone.
I'm holding it in advance, but it's
Yeah, if you really need something hard to write on, by the way, you can just sit up here to write if you want.
Everyone sits up.
It's not like there's anything crazy going on over here on this side of the table.
Or yet.
Totally
What's under the
I'm bald. Danny Dorito released a screech that could break the sound barrier. That's a weird way to phrase that. Swinging his trusty cheese grater
Oh no.
at the cowering panel attendees. Oh, dinner was good. Whoop, it's still good.
Then an army of Dorito people followed them out of the portal.
All right. Ah, the drawings have begun.
Uh-oh.
Yes!
We have a dog. A dog. This is a dog going, oh, derp. All right. The actual line is, cried Danny while he practiced his mating call. You know, I really didn't need Danny DeVito mating call in my head.
The light then reflected off of the bald, shining and created a second portal. I'm not sure that's how that works, but I'm working with it.
I'm bald, frowny face, and then I was just given bald, dot, dot, dot.
Seriously, I'm bald. That doesn't even end with a period. Okay.
What are you trying to get at? I'm aware.
Who votes
I have to put
for...
sun lotion on my dome.
Who votes for mating call? Okay, I got a couple. Who votes for? Oh, there's a bunch of them. Who votes for Danny Dorito? Danny Dorito releasing a screech that broke sound barrier. Okay. Army of Dorito people followed them out of the portal. Reflected off the bald head and created another portal. Oh dear, that's the leader. Bald, dot. Really? And then, seriously, I'm bald.
Alright, so 5 for the last.
Unprecedented.
I'm so sorry.
I hate you.
By 1. This side of the room, you're going to continue this. It was the best of times, it was the worst of times. The panel seemed to be going nowhere, frowny face. Then Fur figured out the projector. It opened up a low-resolution portal to the abyss and summoned Danny Dorito in a hot pink morph suit with Dragger and arms. I'm bald. Bald, dot. This is like Fear and Loathing panel of writing a story of sex.
Where's Zen? He's got his Hunter S. Thompson going pretty hard this weekend. I've actually not seen that movie.
How?
Just never happened.
How though? The book's better.
I've never read the book.
We'll pick something resolved. You have to pick one hit resolved.
Alright, so this side, if you have one, go ahead and write. If you need more paper, there's some up here. I mean, there's some here I can run you some if you let me know.
Any of y'all get that glorious dinner in here? No?
No.
There is such a thing as too much beer cheese soup.
I dipped things in all of the beer and cheese.
It all came from a vat. Vat's the wrong term. It came from a shallow, repurposed metal tin that the hotel went, that'll work.
I mean, I'm telling you, you go to a restaurant, you get all the gravies, and you dip it in all the same gravies. You can tell the difference. One of them is the best one. That is the challenge. Figure out which of the gravies they bring to the table is the best one.
It's the one you get to eat.
All of them. All right. Oh no. You're amazing. All right. Thank you.
Just finishing.
You're fine.
This week over.
I should try the veal. I'll be here all
Really
Thank you.
Remember Sister Waitresses? They're fine. I got more paper. Don't worry about it. As long as we're not using up an entire sheet of paper. Did you have one?
I had it with you. If anyone came, we're being efficient.
Anybody else? Anybody else? Almost. Got no one? And I'm going to ask you for yours. Alright, so the last line was bald, dot, pizza. What's yours?
Alright. My sanity's requiem is crumbling at the crisp. I can feel my very soul exiting my body. People keep pointing out the fact that I am bald, frowny face.
Wow. Alright.
Bald. If you pour alcohol on the bald head, a magic appear to head you to ...
Magic map. Will appear.
Then I'm bald.
No. Map didn't make it in there. A magic appear. No, it stays now. A magic appear. A magic appear.
Cannot undo.
That's right. Then I'm bald became a war cry for many fursuiters who.
In his misery, Dragger decided to wear a Doritos bag as a hat. I most certainly did not. Don't dare vote for that.
He gave Dragor a gentle motherly smooch on his baldness. Bald, mad face.
Oh look, more about me. Lovely. Bald, cried Dragor. Only Doritos can raise my spirits. Dear sir, could you please spare this poor soul a Dorito?
I think this was actually a submission. I don't know what that is. Maybe you can make something of it.
My keyboard can't make these symbols.
Did I just get someone's crumpled up?
No, that's probably mine.
That's probably
that
the
was just a
token submission.
Yeah,
Gotcha. That's not good. All
Okay.
right. So, who votes for pizza's answer? All right. Who votes for if you pour alcohol on the bald, magic, bald head magic seer. All right. Oh dear.
Oh look, they fall in line.
Oh dear. In his misery, Dragger decided to wear Doritos bag. Oh boy.
No, I will not.
Because I can't.
Only Doritos can raise my spirits.
I'm a super sponsor. I can vote as many times as I want.
What was that?
Only Doritos can raise my spirits.
Just over there.
Do you read the whole thing?
Yeah, I think so.
Can you please spare this poor soul Dorito?
Okay.
That's what that one was. This one that had the motherly smooch on his bald head. Then I'm bald became a war cry. This one's the winner.
This one?
Yep, that one had at least 4 votes. No one else did. Alright, so this side's going to continue. It was the best of times, it was the worst of times. The panel seemed to be going nowhere. Madface. Then Fur figured out the projector. It opened up a low-resolution portal to the abyss and summoned Danny DeRito in a hot pink morph suit with a dragon or an arm.
Shut up! I know I'm spelling it wrong.
I'm bald. Bald. ... Cried Dragon. Only Doritos can raise my spirits. Dear sir, could you please spare this poor soul a Dorito? So this, your right, my left. Write an answer.
See, it's harder to bring cohesion than you think.
I don't think you're trying to do that.
You've got this bald theme going on, for better or worse. I mean, multiples of you are doing this at this point. I mean, genetics started this, so.
It is. Buying a razor is genetic? No, this is. Oh my!
You wasn't done with that.
You have so much to look forward to. This is your future.
Are you going to say a baby face?
This already is less of what I used to have. I used to have a very gaunt face. Why did you write things, Iggy?
Nothing. No, don't read it.
All right, fine. Am I going to be angry at you?
Yeah, probably. Are you never not angry at me?
Your variety show is pretty friggin' sweet.
Those double negatives, you did like it.
What?
I gave you a double negative. I caught it.
All right, now give it back.
No.
Oh.
Now I'm actually mad at you. You ready one? I got a paper. You don't go for that. Don't waste your good paper. Let's just use cheap printer paper. Did you find another one?
There's more up here.
Are those my good 10 for $1 pencils?
Welcome to join in.
I have not thrown a pencil yet. I have only
Anyone
thrown.
else over here?
All right. Do I feel like getting up to go get the projectiles? No.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, anytime at this panel, if like someone doesn't have writing utensils and paper, please help them out. All right, I'm going to call on that. Thank you. No one else is writing, right? We're going to read them. Here we go.
Only Doritos can raise my spirits. Dear sir, could you please spare this poor soul a Dorito? Can we please give the projector a name? I like my grudges and murder to be personal, said Iggy. Yeah, I like that. Danny DeRito did not say or do anything. He just stared. He opened his mouth to a toothy grin with Dorito flakes pouring out. Again, this is some wonderful vivid imagery of the wrong thing.
Oh, I got one for you. Doritos fell from the sky and soon everyone was bald.
No, it's Baldy, said the other bald man.
Preferably a flaming hot Dorito, if you please.
Then R2D2 fell in love after all. They were both very bald, with a weird capital D at the end of that one.
It's B-A-I-D. All right, what was the order that did it? Votes for, can we give the projector a name? We're going to commit murder. All right. No, Baldy said the other bald man. Okay. Then R2D2 fell in love after all they were both very bald. D. With the weird spelling. Yes, Baldy. Now I get it. Well done. Doritos fell from the sky. Everyone was bald. Yeah, that's the winner. Alright, so this side.
Mine doesn't even give
Since you two in the back haven't given anything, if you have one, just join in. So
It was the best of times, it was the worst of times. The panel seemed to be going nowhere. Frowny face. Then Fur figured out the projector. It opened up a low-resolution portal to the abyss and summoned Danny Dorito in a hot pink morph suit with Dragor in arms. I'm bald, frowny face. Bald, 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 ... Sudden quotation marks, cried Dragor. Only Doritos can raise my spirits, dear sir. Could you please spare this poor soul a Dorito? Doritos fell from the sky, and soon everyone was bald. This is fascinating.
I don't think I've ever had a game where every single submission, like each round, every single round was like the same shtick. You're really excited about this. I am now very concerned.
That's worrisome.
Gorge.
Is this a submission?
No.
Why is
What is it?
Stuart, no. Stuart, no.
Couple? No.
Do it.
Read it out loud.
No, this one's a visual.
Oh, no.
Wait, Iggy.
No.
My Instagram's on there. It's 70
I'm upset that this exists.
Show what?
I'm going over here. Oh, no. I'll take it.
Alright. I skipped out on a round.
I feel dirty for touching that.
But it's art.
I'm so curious.
Iggy, do we only have an hour?
I don't know.
You've got till 10:30.
That's what I thought.
Yeah.
We'll probably have a few minutes before the, yeah, okay. Yeah, we started late, so we'll probably 20 minutes or so.
Whatever. This spellings are funny. I like
The
that.
spellings are fun.
It's so artistic words. I'm really good with it as long as I'm not doing it.
All right. Then we just have one writing here.
She's just dictating. No, she's taking dictation.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm dictating.
Yeah.
Yes. Don't worry, I'm here to correct you. Thank you. You're welcome. Thank you. Stupid furs.
Someone's taking dictation. Oh no. Doritos fell from the sky and soon everyone was bald. How do we resume that? Oh wait, I have to ask Pizza.
Yes.
What's your continuation?
And then a fox, amalgamated out of purely Dorito, shouted, "Boy, I sure am thirsty."
All right.
Even the fursuits went bald, and the parade was banned for indecent exposure.
Oh
Okay.
boy. The audience at the panel became instantly outraged and demanded that they summon Captain Rogaine.
Alright. An 8-bit robot appeared from the portal and said, "Hello, I am from Aperture Science."
Go to the next one. I'm trying to read this one.
All of a sudden, Rogaine's stock went up.
Keep going. I'm still working on one word.
Little Minions came out of the portal, bowing down to worship their new king as identified by the most bald one. Finally, something in my favor. Yay! Use the other
Other
door.
door.
But enough about that. Let's move on to the best of times part. ...
I'm not sure what this is. I want to say it's I like to think, but that's not what it is. I something to think, but nothing happens. Whose is that? Tell us what this one is, because I'm having a hard time. My mind is not happening.
Speak up, Dragor.
What did you write?
Oh, He's blaming your mom.
You're having issues with missing words and
I'll tell you,
symbols and
since
things.
I'm trying to think, but nothing happens. And then what else was there?
Yes, okay, that's not what's here. I'm trying to think, but nothing happens, and suddenly I saw my alone.
I saw my clone across from me.
I suddenly saw my clone. Okay, I'll take
That's good. Yeah.
All right.
I saw my alone.
I'm glad I know what it is.
Dragor finally felt at home. He was with his people now. No, they're freaking turncoats.
All right. New votes for Fursquared Parade was banned for indecent exposure.
Yeah, let's just that just wins.
You guys are really thinking. That's what this panel's about. All right, so this side of the room's turn. It was the best times, the worst of times. Panel seemed to be going nowhere. Then Fur figured out the projector and opened up a low-resolution portal to the abyss and summoned Danny Dorito in a hot pink morph suit with Dragorn arms. I'm bald, sad face. Bald, bald, bald. ... End of quotation mark. Cried Dragor. Only Doritos can raise my spirits. Dear sir, could you please spare this poor soul of Dorito? Doritos fell from the sky and soon everyone was bald. Even the fursuits went bald, and the parade was banned for indecent exposure.
I know. I play it all the time. Really? Yeah.
Turn out was a little low. A lot of people were at the same time.
Okay.
There's no period at the end.
There is not a period at the end.
You're too tired. Even your hair is tired. It fell down.
Even your hair is tired.
A lot of people's hair is tired.
And itchy. My teeth itchy, my hair hurts.
You're laughing so much.
It might not. It might not, but would you like any paper?
Anyone else over here?
Did you go?
Would you like to find paper?
Sure. Anyone else? That's good. You got one? It's all right.
Right, kind of
You don't have one? That's fine.
If you need more paper, I can.
Does anyone know when the Fox and Pepper show starts? Is that 10 or 10:30?
10.
Balls.
He's doing like that side rights first. And this side rights.
Sure.
Right. Even the fursuits were bald, the parade was banned for indecent exposure. The furry gods were mad and blew up Danny Dorito. And hauled off to jail. A jail for furries.
You need to keep reading. I'm gonna look up something.
Then all of a sudden, Dragor grew a full head of hair and was shunned for being a freak of nature.
Nope.
Oh no. Oh no.
Oh. Oh, yes. Oh.
I mean, do we want to read it while you're doing this?
What's now?
All right, we'll see if it works. It's loading, maybe. Maybe.
Loading, loading, loading.
What's capital O, by the way?
I figured that out.
The bathroom, and then there's another panel I want to make it to.
Oh, for frick's sake! That didn't take long.
That is the submission. Well, you don't get to know what it is. All we know is it's that.
So the submission,
Is an IMGUR link.
yeah, it's an image link. They wrote down text. It was accurate. I entered it.
Our parser doesn't. Oh, you want to show them?
It is titled "I'm Bald," and it's me face
Nice.
Well,
Two
votes for that.
Good.
Well, we got to be 5. The furry gods were mad and blew up Danny Dorito.
Did you go through all of them?
Hauled off to jail. Jail for furries. All of a sudden, Dragon grew a full head of hair and was shunned for being a freak of nature. They're saving you right now.
Good.
IMG, you are like, oh, he lost by votes. Alright, this side, we're going to resume with, it was the best of times, it was the worst of times, the panel seemed to be going nowhere, then Fur figured out the projector and opened up a low-resolution portal to the abyss. Summoned Danny Dorito in a hot pink morph suit, with Dragor in arms. I'm bald, bald, cried Dragor. Only Doritos can raise my spirits. Dear sir, could you please spare this poor soul? A Dorito. Doritos fell from the sky, and soon everyone was bald. Even the fursuits went bald, and the parade was banned for indecent exposure. Then, all of a sudden, Dragor grew a full head of hair and was shunned for being a freak of nature. I feel like we're getting something. How about you? I still want to name that projector and beat it at closing ceremonies. I'll buy you a baseball bat, too.
I want to drop kick it.
I mean, what's the highest floor in this hotel?
Off the rock.
Six.
Wait,
Is
how
there-
about, okay, how about this? How about somebody gets to drop kick it towards another person who has a baseball bat at the ready?
Can we just dangle it from the ceiling in Maine and just beat it with a bat?
Pinata projector.
What would... It's like Factorio, it's just spewing electrical components everywhere.
No, it's full of tasty microchips.
Tasty microchips! What do you get when you smash a bag of chips? Microchips.
Thermal paste
Hey,
salsa.
you didn't hear my terrible joke yesterday, so who's got answers over here? You, of course, Henry's. I won't.
I mean, which one?
Yeah, which one indeed? Did you hear the one about the horse in a bar? What do you call an equine that likes good strong Scotch in a bar?
What?
A quarter horse.
The reaction is.
Oh, you more paper?
It was two.
Here, here's more paper.
Thank you.
Always more paper.
Yay!
Don't feel like I just don't want to go through like 500 sheets of paper.
Have you considered making a short video, an office space-like video on the projector? Like the copy machine scene?
We need to do something with this projector. And I don't know what to do with it yet, but it needs to be destroyed on something.
You should
In
do
Boy
like a
Scouts-
charity panel where you get to hit it, and then like however much you pay is however much you get to hit it.
In Boy Scouts, we went to this campsite, and we were the last ones there before the whole thing was getting demolished, so we were told no one cared what we did to any of the structures. So we had a winger, which is basically just this multi-person slingshot, right? So you have to have a person on each side, but we were scrawny Boy Scouts, so it took a pile of us on each side, and then we get the group of kids leaning back pulling this thing, and I think that could take a projector and hurl that at least 100 feet. We filled multiple socks full of gravel and just launched them at this wooden fort. That thing's lighter than a sock full of gravel.
How far do you think we can get?
Across the dilapidated Sears.
Let me put it to you this way: if there was
in Sears.
let me put it to you this way: if there was a football field and Fur was wandering on it, I'm fairly certain it would hit him.
But only
So
the
the last
projector
line was-
wanted to.
Dragor grew a full head of hair and was shunned for being a freak of nature. Your pizza, your answer.
Yes. Exiled from his own panel, Dragor walked out in shame with his full shaggy hair.
He's allergic to his own hair.
He's never had dandruff before.
Finally! Finally, Dragor
You
exclaimed.
get to read these things.
Finally, I can get those corn rolls I always wanted.
I would do that if I had hair for
Oh,
that.
this was folded in half, so I thought it was written on both sides. Quick, break out the dare, squeaked Dragor, sobbing in not bald something. Jar?
Jail.
Jail!
I am in not bald jail.
He turned and pointed Dorito, his bald love. B-A-L-D is in caps. Turned to Dorito's bald love. Danny Dorito freaked out and closed the portal. The damage had been done. Unfortunately, it didn't last long. His hair fell out shortly after infecting others with an airborne virus that causes baldness. All right, who votes for Pizza's answer? All right. Didn't last long. Everyone knows now that the baldness is infective. Okay. Finally, I can get those cornrows. Okay. Not bald jail there. Turn to Dorito, his bald love.
Wait, no, that's the second part of it.
Oh, that's the entire.
These two parts.
Oh, jeez.
Hey, that's the answer.
He turned and pointed to Dorito, his bald love. Quick, break out the nair,
Wait,
squeaked
no, you
Dragger.
haven't switched around.
It's in the wrong order.
What? Yeah, but, no, that one doesn't have punctuation. Quick, break out the nair, squeaked Dragger, sobbing in not bald jail. He turned and pointed to Dorito, his bald love.
So
I mean, like, it actually works the
the
other
damage
way.
had been done. Who wanted that one?
Sure.
Just a couple. That one still wins.
What, or the quote first? Quick, break out the nair is first?
Yes.
We had like 5 plus for that one. Okay, so that side of the room. We're going to do, I think, 2 more lines of the story and then the moral. It was the best of times, worst of times, the panel seemed going nowhere. Then Fur figured out the projector. It opened up a low-resolution portal to the abyss and summoned Danny Dorito in a hot pink morph suit. With Dragor in arms, I'm bald. Sad face. Bald, 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 cried Dragor. Only Doritos can raise my spirits. Dear sir, could you please spare the poor soul to Dorito? Doritos fell from the sky, and soon everyone was bald. Even the fursuits went bald, and the parade was banned for indecent exposure. Then, all of a sudden, Dragor grew a full head of hair and was shunned for being a freak of nature. Quick, break out the nair, squeaked Dragor, sobbing in not bald jail. He turned and pointed to Dorito, his bald love. So this side's going to write a line, and then you guys are going to finish the story, and then anyone that really has a moral, you write a moral. Anyone can write the moral. Okay. This is not in my pocket right now.
What a good dollar. I could go so dark.
You like saving answers over there. I love it.
Oh, no. These aren't answers. Those are scraps of paper. This is the moral.
Oh boy. And I cannot forget, I do have a moral that's been hidden over there the entire time.
I know.
I feel like I'm passing those.
I know. I was like, you can read it to the class.
Do you want to share that with the rest of the class?
That's good enough.
Because when you're writing something,
You said you say cheer.
Do you like this story?
I like the kazoo thing. I've never seen someone just chain kazoos together. Bum, bum. Is this still ready? Oh, full right. I'm trying to understand exactly what that projector projects. Because it's like, from about here, I'm now doing an eye test.
Okay, good. It's not just you.
No, this is not just you. The projector, I think it has to be pulled back about 20 feet to project like this fuzzy image on the wall about 30 feet away.
No, it doesn't.
It's not just you. All right, here we go. I got my answers. I got my dancers with answers. So he turned and pointed to Dorito, his bald love, and begged for forgiveness from the gods of flavored triangles.
His bald love and gave him a big kiss. He turned to his bald love. Why have you cursed us all?
All of a sudden, Dragger woke up from his dream and realized that he was still bald. He cried for many hours, went to bed, and cried 3 more days.
Oh, that's sad. You guys are mean.
So, who votes for cry 3 more days? You're voting for your... It's literally self-loathing at this point. Gave him a big kiss. Big kiss. All right. A tie. Begged for forgiveness, the gods of flavor triangles. All right. Why have you cursed us all?
I don't like that.
All right. So we have a tie.
Well, you get to figure out what happened there.
Well, I know exactly how that answer works. It's the answer that's longer is the one that wins the tie.
That's the one I voted for, though. So.
Generally, the idea is the longer. So you get to wrap up the story of my right side of the room. Wrap up the story however you deem appropriate. But this is the end of the story. After which, we have to write the moral of the story.
Is there punctuation at the end of that when you chose?
Yes.
Does it even matter?
Full stop.
Does it matter?
So I'll just read the end where we're at. He turned and pointed to Dorito, his bald love. All of a sudden, Dragger woke up from his dream and realized that he was still bald. He cried for many hours, went to bed, and cried 3 more days. Go from the top. It was the best of times, it was the worst of times.
Well, I'll do it. I haven't done it in a while. It was the best of times, it was the worst of times. The panel seemed to be going nowhere. Frowny face and Fur figured out the projector. It opened up a low-resolution portal to the abyss and summoned Danny Dorito on a hot pink morph suit with Dragger in arms. I'm bald, cried Dragger. Only Doritos can raise my spirits. Damn it. Dear sir, could you please spare this poor soul of Dorito? Doritos fell from the sky and soon everyone was bald. Even the first series went bald and the parade was banned for indecent exposure. Then, all of a sudden, Dragger grew a full head of hair and was shunned for being a freak of nature. Quick, break out the nair, squeaked Dragger, sobbing in not bald jail. He turned and pointed to Dorito, his bald love. All of a sudden, Dragger woke up from his dream and realized that he was still bald. He cried for many hours, went to bed, and cried for 3 more days. I can do this all in one breath. I'll get it next time.
I think this is the least amount of punctuation we've had.
Yes, I agree.
It's also really hard to see the punctuation because about 5 feet away from this table you can't see anything but the letters.
Yeah,
Only
well,
the capital letters. Can we please kill this thing?
What are we going to name it?
I have a name suggestion.
Is that going to be the moral name suggestions for the projector?
You can name the projector Karen.
Oh, Karen.
Your regular trash
Karen,
boy.
you've been a really quiet secretary. The projector.
Yeah.
Oh, have you seen this? That's not it. Is this magnetic?
Coin.
Have you seen the coin?
Yes.
This is more of a curiosity.
You're submitting an answer for this. Okay. I'll take it. Yes, of course, yours. Still got one writing over here. All right, how are we going to wrap up this story? All right, I'm just waiting on you.
Is this all of them?
Nope, I got one more.
Could read it. Someone's writing an epic over there.
We gotta wrap up the story somehow. I mean, if you're gonna write a long one, this is the one. Is it? Which one's first?
That's the moral, that's the...
Oh no, keep moral. Moral, keep it. You're gonna give it to me in a second.
Cried for 3 more days. Unfortunately, Dragger's heater broke, and the harsh winter froze him solid in his pool of tears. He would be frozen for 10,000 years. ... You know, that's actually pretty funny because I've had the heat go at my house several times this winter.
Pizza, what was yours?
In a dejected fit of rage, Dragger completely ripped the projector apart and threw it, lit up a match and blew it on fire. And lit it on fire.
Oh, threw it on fire.
Yes.
Cried for 3 more days. All was better after consuming 2 half-gallon tubs of Dorito-flavored Ben & Jerry's. Ew.
A traveling salesman enters the room with a miracle product called snake oil that cures baldness. A lot of money was earned for charity that day.
I wonder what he's doing.
Oh no! One person in this room understands what's happening now.
Wait, is this something we tweeted?
I don't know. It'd probably be mentions.
Tweets and replies?
I think so.
It's from 4 hours ago. Why is that not updating? Well,
should we ask them to check?
What are we looking for? Twitter people.
Might have bossed it up.
What?
We were asked to check the Twitter. Why are we checking the Twitter? Because we're not seeing it.
You know what you'll find there.
No, I'm not seeing anything. I'm seeing from Fursquared 4 hours ago.
This is the greatest. Is this a metagame?
It is a metagame.
I love this. You just got trolled so hard.
You don't understand. This is less time of having to deal with my baldness. I'm okay with this.
Oh. So, hey, Dragor, check at Fursquared Twitter.
Yeah, I vote for that.
Who votes for that? Bummer. All right. Years passed. Not even therapy could. I'm sorry, we didn't vote yet. I'm sorry. Years passed. Not even therapy could cure his Dorito oozing wounds. Then one night he he heard something in his bed. He turned. It was Daddy. What?
What?
That's what it says.
Again, the vivid imagery I would.
All right, who votes for that one? Okay, who votes the traveling salesman? Okay, we got 2. Votes for Dorito flavored Ben and Jerry's. Okay, and who votes for the heater broke?
Wait,
was there 2? Oh, no, that's right.
Oh, who votes for yours? Who votes for pizzas?
I'm voting for myself.
All right.
I voted for you.
So, I believe the Ben and Jerry's one, I believe, had 4 votes. Yep, because this one only had 3. All right. So we're gonna read it again once he's got that all in there. So now, anyone that has a moral to the story, let us know what you think the moral to the story is. The story is over. Feel free to hand us a moral to the story. I need to find what I did with this other answer. That I put.
You don't have to write the moral of the story. That is built in.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah, you don't need to write that. That's free. It's given. One of these has a moral written. Here it is. Yeah.
It was the best of times, it was the worst of times. Wait. Should I try in one breath it?
Yes.
Yes.
It was the best of times, it was the worst of times. The panel seemed to be going nowhere. Then Fur figured out the projector. It opened up to a low-resolution portal to the abyss and summoned Danny Dorito in a hot-pink morph suit with Dragor in arms. I'm bald, cried Dragor. Only Doritos can raise my spirits. Dear sir, could you please spare this poor soul a Dorito? Doritos fell from the sky and soon everyone was bald. Even the fursuits went bald and the parade went banned for indecent exposure. Then all of a sudden Dragor grew a full head of hair and was shunned for being a freak of nature. Quick, break out the nose, squeak Dragor sobbing, not bald jail. One turned and pointed to Dorito in his bald lip. All of a sudden Dragor woke up from his dream and realized that he was still bald. He cried, nah. He cried for many hours, went to bed, and cried 3 more days. All was better after consuming 2.5-gallon tubs of Dorito-flavored Ben and Jerry's. Ew! The moral of the story is...
Yeah, if you grabbed a pen from me, can I have it back?
Yes.
And if you grabbed a pen from Furry Bob's, please give it back.
That's ours.
Yes, if it's Furry Bob's,
Sorry.
I'm going to have you pick out which pens are actually yours. I don't think either.
Wait, Iggy, you have to give me back my pen.
It's mine now, I told you.
Iggy, I have a Lego Technic pen I will stab you with if you don't give me back my other pen.
We're waiting.
Right? It's old.
Stab my pen?
Murder at the time.
No, not murder, just a maiming. Just a reminder.
Does anyone else have a moral?
Murder is illegal and it's an 18 plus.
Anyone else have a moral?
I am not actually going to stab Iggy, although he does tempt me so.
Sorry, all the morals are gone.
Your spirit could just tag along.
I do not want to risk getting haunted by Iggy.
No one?
I'd be trying to fall asleep and it'd be whispering statistics and math into my ear.
Remember the cartoon that had Gary Coleman in it as a ghost and he had to do like 100 good deeds to get his wings?
This is not my pen.
You're funny. One of these things is not like the other.
Alright, the moral of the story.
Hey, you have one, right?
The measure of a man is not the shine of his head, but the shine of his projector. Oh, we just got insulted.
Hey, Pizza, what's your moral?
It's A-okay to make fun of a baldy McBalderson bald face.
There's more morals.
Ooh, hair is overrated, shiny is sexy. Okay. Does that say Karen needs to die? Did we name this Karen? What happened? When did this happen? Did it get...
That's the moral, apparently. Karen needs to
I hope that's the projector. Because, like, what did we just uncover?
Can I add something to that? When you read this later, you're gonna really freak out.
Never let fur fix a projector. Eat Doritos, curing depression since 1962, announced Danny Dorito. I'm bald.
No punctuation, just all lowercase.
Moral of the story, I got tesseracted. Is that right?
Distracted.
Distracted. That's a D. No. That is not a D. You can't write a plus and then like a hard angle and like that's a cursive T.
It's a treble clef to me, so.
Okay, well, it's definitely not that.
Well, I start from the top.
I got distracted too much by the bald joke that I forgot to vote or pay attention, period. What a shame. Alright, I did that
Have
one.
we read those?
Not all of these.
It's these.
That's mine.
Moral, buy a wig and name the projector Merkin. I would like to point out, I have a coworker whose last name is Merkin.
Oh.
And I didn't know what that was. And then it was explained to me, and I still giggle.
Look that up.
F bracket PG-13 close bracket the blood holes.
The moral of the story is underlined, quite simple. Be nice to Dragor and stay away from Danny DeVito.
Oh my.
We love you, Dragor.
Aww.
So who loves Dragor?
I'm not voting for that.
Oh, well, I got two. I'm bald. Okay, it's our leader with 4.
I'll raise my hand for that one, Dale.
F, open bracket, PG-13, close bracket, the blood holes. I am so disappointed.
I was there for
voted
that. You're
for
never
this.
living that down.
Yes, you're never living that down. Well done. Eat Doritos, curing depression since 1962. I like that one. Buy a wig and name the projector Merkin.
I just looked up what it is.
Oh, you didn't know!
I
Hey!
distracted too much from the bald joke that I forgot to vote or play assimilation. Or I forgot to vote or pay attention. What a shame.
I like that one a lot. I'm the only one. Oh well.
Karen needs to die. Did this just happen? That's all of them, right? Oh, there's one more. True measure of a man is not the shine of his head, but the shine of his projector.
I'm voting more than once. That's a good
A pizza.
Who's voting?
And who is for pizzas? You can remind people what
I
it
can't
was.
remember what Peter's was.
It's okay to make fun of a baldy McBallerson bald face.
Guess what? I hope I read. Oh, never let fur fix a projector.
That's common knowledge.
Yeah. Hair is overrated, shiny sexy. Hey, guess what?
No!
Karen needs to die! I win!
Someone, wait, is there a Sharpie here? Wait, I don't know whose projector that is.
Mine now?
No.
Okay.
It's Karen.
It's Karen.
If that projector is not the cons, I can't write on it.
I thought it was.
No. Well, if it's Huscoons, then I am going to destroy it.
It's Karen's.
Furbox,
No,
did you
it's
get all of
named
your pens?
Karen.
But it's also Karen's.
You sure?
Pretty sure.
Alright. All the pens I have should be up here. If you still have a pen,
Okay.
please let us have it. Drager, would you read for us the finalized story with the moral?
It was the best of times, it was the worst of times. The panel seemed to be going nowhere. Frowny face. Then Fur figured out the projector. It opened up a low-resolution portal to the abyss and summoned Danny Dorito in a hot pink morph suit with Dragor in arms. I'm bald, frowny face. Bald, cried Dragor. Only Doritos can raise my spirits. Dear sir, could you please spare this poor soul a Dorito? Doritos fell from the sky, and soon everyone was bald. Even the fursuits went bald, and the parade was banned for indecent exposure. Then all of a sudden, Dragor grew a full head of hair and was shunned for being a freak of nature. Quick, break out the nair, squeaked Dragor, sobbing in not bald jail. He turned and pointed to Dorito, his bald love, all of a sudden. Dragor woke up from his dream and realized that he was still bald. He cried for many hours, went to bed, and cried 3 more days. All was better after consuming, I edited this twice, consuming 2 half-gallon tubs of Dorito-flavored Ben & Jerry's.
That made it?
The moral of the story, Karen needs to die. This is the greatest non sequitur we have ever had as a moral of
I've
the
gone on
story.
some serious benders,
You
but
should
that
have
was,
like a disclaimer. Thank you, everybody.
thank you very much for playing Scribbles and
Thank you for
Bits.
Iggy for managing and doing the hard part of this thing.
Thank you very much for playing. Hope you had a fantastic con. Fox and Pepper are still on.
It lives.
Yes, we
Wait.
do you still post it on the Clifford? Yeah, let them take a picture of it if they want.
That's fun.
Silver Gatoman, he bought me a coffee. Silver Gatoman, here is the song for thee. He likes to video all the panels at the cons. You should go and watch them whether they are short or long. Silver Gatoman, you video that's not a jibe. All of you go to his YouTube channel and like and subscribe.